Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Infected. We have Mike over here just repairing a couple of things. Someone asked me a question if he would repair things outside of the land claim area or the land claim pole area. And I really don't know the answer to that. If any of you guys know the answer to that, please feel free to let me know that in the comment section down below. Really would love to know that. I'm sure that it's been answered before. It's probably even been asked before, but not by me, and I don't know the answer to that. So I would also love to know that, because it really doesn't help that we have all of these spikes and things down here if he's not able to get down here and repair this. I will have to build this a lot closer and keep it repaired myself if that's the case, that he does not repair this stuff down here. I don't know if it has any damages on anything down here. I don't see anything that's damaged. That would be a great test of that to see if it's damaged at all. Can I damage it at all? No, I cannot. So there's that. I would love to know the answer to that, guys. So today, as you can tell up here on the... Okay, let's just get rid of a weapon altogether. So as you can see up here on the second story of our base, I've started placing a couple of walls. The reason being, this big hole here is probably not helping with the heat situation. It might not affect it at all, but I would really like to get this closed in. I would also like to get a few more of these guys up and going so that we're able to, get more things that require power up and running. And that way we can get our base up and going a lot better. So I would like to start building up here. I'm going to go over in Mike's building and turn off, keep the thingies full, the log stands, because I really want to move the ones that are downstairs so that we don't have to have them on the front porch anymore. So the only thing I really have him doing is repairing stuff, but he can also replenish the stone crates. That would be lovely if he wants to do that. There is a tiny bit of room probably in some of these crates, and Mike is eating, so I'm sure he's going to make room over here. Okay, we have lots and lots of spoiled food. Mike is just doing his thing. And yeah, we have lots of potatoes, so Mike can stay full on potatoes. That's not a big issue. Also, guys, I want your opinion on something. There has been an update that did reduce the size of the barn over here. I don't like it at all now. It's way too small for the size of platform that we did build, and we only needed like half of the space. And I don't want to destroy this because I think this platform is a good size in relation to the rest of the base, because it sort of almost lines up with that, and it looks okay. Is it possible to build another barn, and why should we build another barn? Well, I really don't know the answer to that. So let's just check it out. Let's see if we can place another barn. We can. So there is the option to build two barns, which I think is what we're going to do over here instead of destroying any of this platform at all. We're just going to have a barn on this side and a barn over here as well. And we'll have to move this one and get it placed exactly how we want it before we build another one, because you can't really move this unless you have a platform to sit it on. And we don't have that currently, so I will be moving this one before placing the other barn on here. Yes, it is extra resources that we don't necessarily need. And yes, it is also, just extra that's not necessary. But that's okay. If you've been around this channel at all, or any length of time, then you know that me being reasonable when it comes to building is just not going to happen. I mean, seriously. Check out this place here. We don't need all of this. There's no need for it. But we're going to build it anyway, because it's pretty and it looks good, and I think it looks good anyway. But first things first, let's start with this cart. Let's just refill it. We are going to take the planks with us as well, and we're going to let this thing just empty out completely so that we don't have to worry about it when we get ready to move it. So let's just go ahead and do that also. We are starting our build on the second story, and I cannot wait to get this base completed. I want to build in a different location. We might even building a cave or something next season, guys. I'm not even sure about that. I don't even know if that's a possibility, but apparently, according to some of you lovely, lovely subscribers and wonderful viewers, it is very possible to build in a cave. I think I even have someone, or had someone tell me that they did, in fact, build in a cave. So that's pretty neat, you know, to have that option these days. Okay, let's go down the steps. We can do this. Okay, so let's just continue filling this up. My mouse sensitivity is off again. I've not said anything to a certain someone that lives in my house with me, but I'm really gonna have to, because this is just ridiculous. It's always off these days. Okay. Let's just do that and that. Get this built. I didn't place any of the windows yet. It was just easier to place all of the walls that we wanted first. Come on. And then do the windows because, you know, we already have them in our hand and whatever. So there's that. And I didn't want to build all the way out on the front porch area because I want that to be sort of a balcony of the sort. So like over here, this will all be enclosed. Walls, ceilings, roof pieces. Yes, roof pieces. I want this to be enclosed as a balcony for us. And I'm going to be placing, you know, chairs and a heater out here and maybe a campfire that would resemble a fire pit. I know this is wood, but I don't really have cement and I don't really like the cement look. Come on. We can do this. We can and we will do this. We won't be defeated by a ghost image of a roof piece that we really need as a balcony piece. A railing piece. Okay, so we're going to do that. This will be a front door. We're going to build a bedroom here. The upstairs will be designed a bit different than the downstairs, but that's okay. We can do this. Construction, doors, walls. I want to build like glass stuff here. Ooh, glass corner door frame. Ooh, I didn't even know that existed. Glass corner wall. How long has that been in the game, guys? An interior wooden window frame. Is that new also? Did I know that that was in the game? I'm not sure I did. But for now, we are going to build with wood because I don't have the lead and the iron to make the steel that we need to get the glass portion completed. So I wonder if we can do that like right here and just change the look of this base. That is just awesome. I mean, I know it doesn't have the hit points and it takes a lot more work, but I really like the look of that particular style of wood. So, you know, that could be interesting for the next season. So just a regular window here would be nice. And then over here as well. And I think that's going to look okay. We might even build a closet over here, guys, just to put our coat and things in when we're not wearing it. Who knows? Okay, so let's get back downstairs. Get some more logs in here. Okay, we can do this. Do that. Keep adding these guys. Get back up here. I really should have gotten the rest of those planks because we do need them. Okay, I'm going to have to do something. Whoa, that's a bit quicker, which is what I'm okay with. I think. Yeah, I think we'll be okay with that. Really going to have a certain talk with my husband. Just saying. Okay. So don't put anything else in here for now. We don't have Mike refilling any of these log stands either. which is great because I do want to move them all upstairs. I want to move the saw bench up here as well, and hopefully we can do that today also and get this front porch cleaned up a bit. Come on, why is that doing that? Get the front porch cleaned up a bit so that we don't have to worry about it looking like a prison anymore. Someone left the comment that the base was looking like a prison after I'd upgraded some of the, the walls in the front. So we're going to try to rectify that situation and make it a lot more friendly, a lot more inviting, all of that lovely stuff, but we just don't want to invite the Bambis in. Okay, let's get back over here. There's no more planks here. So let's just take this upstairs. Come on, we can do this. I do think that I'm going to have all of this stuff back here in the back. And I think that's covered. It is not covered. So this is actually where the back wall will be. So let's do that. And let's see here. Let's just place it right there for just a moment. I want to make sure that we get the wall pieces that we need here so that nothing is really interfering with the other items. Okay, 3 there, and then 1, 2, 3 here. Come on. Okay, so that looks okay. And then we need to get the plank stands up here as well, which we can do that. Not that big of a deal. Let's do that. Let's just see if we can sit them up there. No. Okay, so we can't just sit them up there these days. Or maybe we can. That's going to really help when we go to start moving all of these log stands around. Let's do that. Because you cannot move a full log stand, you have to move them when they're empty. So that really is going to be an issue when we have to move all of these guys. Okay, let's just see about how this is straight. It's not straight there. Looks much better here. But it's poking through the wall. We don't want that at all. Okay, let's do that. Let's try it again. Move it out a bit this time. Okay, so it's away from the wall. That looks lovely. Okay, let's take you and move you over here. Place you right there. Let's do that one more time. Okay. Let's see, where do we want this one? Really, really close. Come on. I didn't have any issue with the first one. Placing it where we wanted it. Right there. I think that'll be okay. And then this guy, we're going to have to move it out on the floor. And then move it back. And definitely don't want it placed like that. Let's see if we can get this close enough so that it looks okay. Yeah, that almost looks like they are built separately from the saw bench. I think that's going to be okay. Yeah, I think so. So where did I put my log cart? Is it down on the first floor? I think it might be. It is. That's okay. Let's move these guys first. Okay. And let's just get them back upstairs. I think it's a bit wonky with the cart, moving that around. Okay. It is what it is, guys. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, let's just throw these in the wall back here or something. Let's go grab some more logs and then we'll move those stands up here as well. We'll get that done and then Mike can start refilling these when we get them all moved to where we want them. We only need the 2 out by the saw bench for now. That's more than enough currently to keep that going. Let's do that. I'm going to let Mike refill everything that's been moved, and we'll move all of them that have been emptied. Just so we don't have to worry about that too much. I don't know how close I want that. That looks perfect. We are going to move the other one. Let's do that. I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful holiday. If you are in the United States and it was the previous weekend, if you are in Canada, the long weekend was. So I really do hope that everyone had a great holiday weekend. Remembering those who, gone on before us, all of that lovely stuff. Memorial Day. Yeah, all of that lovely stuff. Okay, so where do we want the log stands? Do we want all of them over here together? Because, we really need to. Well, it doesn't really hurt to have them all together, does it? I mean, we can use the back half. This doesn't have to be set up like the first story, guys. We don't have to have a mirror image of that. So we can use all this back area with the exceptions of maybe a door here. Do we even want a door here? I don't really think we do. Because why would we need a door back here? So with the exceptions of nothing back here, because there's no need for a doorway, we could really just add everything back there. And then we could have a nice little bedroom up front with the balcony, with a view of Mike's area. Although, this would be a nicer view back here. But that's okay. We have the fishing dock for back there. We will try to make ourselves a nice little bedroom up here so that Mike isn't, feeling... Oh dear, no! Broke a leg. Darn it! I really haven't done that in a while. So I'm not too surprised by that. I probably don't have a splint. So I'm really going to have to get that stuff up front done because I didn't realize, well, I knew it after I'd started falling, that was really a little bit too high to fall off of. Not good. Not good at all. I think that might be our first broken leg. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it could be. I'm okay with it either way. It's just a broken leg. Not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal at all. Okay, so the only thing running in the base currently is these coal heaters. And they are just keeping us warm when we're in here. I know that front door is open. It really should be closed during this time, but that's okay. Not that big of a deal. Come on. It's a very slow walk when your leg is broken, and even if you push shift, it doesn't help anything at all. What is that? I don't know what that is. But I'm sure it's something. Health stuff. Is there a splint? There is a splint. Put that in our inventory. Open up our menu for ourselves. Do that little number. And how's our health looking? We are at 95 hit points. We're doing okay. It's not that big of a deal. So, now let's get back up here. Oh, it's these guys. These are what the pole looking thing was that was poking through the floor. Okay, so now that we have that healed up and completed, I wonder if we could, really wish we could pick up a log stand and move that as well as bringing, the log cart. Okay, let's see, we do have a couple more things over here that needs completed. And then we have a lot of ceiling to get done as well. I don't like the fact that shield comes out when you right click a button on the mouse. I don't really like that. Okay, let's just take you over here and do that and that. And we are out of logs. That's okay. Looking pretty good over here. We have a plank or a saw bench nearly completed with planks. And we are going to move all of this upstairs. I might even just do it off camera just to make sure that it gets done, so that it's not that big of a deal for you guys to have to sit through and watch. Okay. Let's just get up here. Do that and that. Let's do that. And we were out of planks. Okay. Not horrible. So I will be filling up the saw bench pretty quickly. Got to get all of those railings done because breaking your leg is just not an option, or breaking it that often is not an option for me. I don't like the slow walk back. I would even, before I would deal with that a lot, guys, I would just place a chest down here with some splints in it or something, so I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, the slow walk back in here to get a couple of splints. It just wouldn't work out for me. Okay, so I had confirmation over the last week that someone who is not an Infected series watcher actually started watching this series. I was super excited to hear that. I do miss a lot of the guys that only watch Subsistence. I miss you guys in the comment section and the videos. So yeah, I really am very grateful that she has watched a couple of the Infected videos. I know every game is not for every person, and I'm super thankful that she decided to give it a try, and she did say that she had watched several of them, which was lovely. Very much appreciate that. I did record an episode of Subsistence. We are very far along in that series, guys. If you are only watching the Infected, I really wish you guys would, you know, turn over there and give that little series a peek as well and see if it might be something that you're interested in. I know it's not for everyone, so don't feel bad if you don't like it. That's okay. Really missed the game a little bit. I need to get another episode of Green Hell out. I do have it edited. I had some internet issues. I did fully intend to have episodes out for most of the weekend, and I didn't have any internet over the long weekend, which was okay. Didn't really bother me. We had a lot of time to get stuff done on the new house. We are starting with drywall now. We've done all the plumbing. We're building a house, if you're not aware of it. Me, my husband, my mom and dad, and my brother are building a house for me and my husband, and we're building it without a loan. So no home loan. Don't really owe anything on it. We're building it ourselves, so no contractor. It's taking a while because we are, you know, my husband and my brother and my dad all work full-time jobs. So we are starting on the inside. We are at the drywall phase, and if you know anything about that, that is super, super heavy. A lot of work for sure, but it's gonna be done this year. Very, very hopeful. Probably in the next 6 or 7 months. We should be getting ready to move in there, which I'm super excited about. Okay, so let's just, is there a need for a window back here? To make it look okay, I think we're going to have to do a window. And we might even do a window here where the door should be. Just so it'll be, you know, sort of semi-close to the bottom on the outside. On the outside looking in. And then let's do that. And more walls. And there should be a window right there, and then something is off a bit. window. Oh, it's different size. It's different. Yeah, it's definitely a different size. 1, 2. Oh, it's not off. That's okay. 3. Another window there. Yes. Okay. We've got it going on now, guys. 1, 2, 3. Let's delete this one. Confirm that. And window now. We can do that as well. But I think it's going to look okay when we get it completed. Let's do the easy way down, just over here, so we don't break anything. Let's have a little look at what we've got going on over here currently. Building our second story, guys. I think it's going to be okay. Really think it's going to look okay. Very hopeful anyway. Okay, so now let's head back over here and continue working on this. We need to move a couple more log stands upstairs, but we're nearly out of logs, so we can move all of these up when we get time to do that. I'll try to do that through the night. I don't sleep every single night in this game, more so every other night. But we have a lot of these guys to get moved up here, and that's okay. So we do need planks. That's okay as well. We have plenty of those over here. We have planks and planks to spare, guys. We do need to add some fuel here because I do think this is out of fuel. It is. So that's okay as well. We'll get that done also. Not that big of a deal. And then we have plenty of room back here to store the log stands from downstairs. And then we'll start decorating it a bit down here. I'll show you guys what I sort of had in mind. The snow makes it look like it's later in the day than it really is. So down here, I really want this to feel warm and inviting, not prison-like at all. So let's do some decorating, placeables, furniture. I really wish there was some outdoor furniture. I think it would look better than these armchairs out here. But these leather chairs are going to have to work for now. So let's do a chair like, doesn't have to be that far down. Like right here. And then we're going to do placeables, furniture. I think there's an end table here. No? Am I wrong about that? Yeah, that's like a dining room table. Okay, I don't really like that at all. Let's try the other one. Placeables, furniture. Am I missing something here? Didn't there used to be like an end table? Wooden coffee table. I mean, I guess that looks better than what the other table looked like. Let's do that, and then we're going to do another table. Another chair. Furniture, leather chair, something like that, maybe. And then just over here, so we're going to place these pot lights. We can do that on the table. I have the planks. I probably have nails as well in here. If not, I can craft some. Not that big of a deal. Let's just grab these nails. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Just throw these in here. And let's place one of these pot lights on here, or these fire pots. And it might be a little bit tall, but I think it'll be okay. And then just over on this side, we will place another of these Others. You know what I'm thinking about doing over here? Placeables, food. Placing like a campfire over here that would resemble a fire pit. So I think that would look okay. That's a little bit crooked. But I think this is what we're going to go with to kind of warm it up a bit. And then there's some pumpkin lanterns as well. And we do have plenty of pumpkins, so that's not a big deal at all. I don't really like the look of those. If you do, let me know. I feel like they're great in the very, very beginning. But I think after it gets a bit farther along in the game that these actually do look a lot better than the pumpkin lanterns. I really like these. I like having them all over the base. And I know that these guys add to the light value. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter. We'll just place them around a little bit, you know, here and there and everywhere. And hopefully these will make the base a bit warmer and more inviting. I really think that will be the case. And we're going to use some of these upstairs as well. And then these plant beds here are not really going to be used for plant beds. I would like to do like maybe some flowers, you know, make it resemble like a flower bed or a flower pot or planter. I think that would look okay. So that's the goal for these things. That's why I didn't really worry about planting anything else inside them. And I know that they would probably, the crops would freeze anyway out here. But we could do that during the warmer months, and then that's the same thing that's going to happen over here as well, guys. I know we have this blackbird just perched on the door. That's a bit weird. So yeah, we have that, you know, I think it looks okay. And then we're going to move this upstairs and do the same thing. We're going to make ourselves an armory as well upstairs. And we're going to move our bedroom upstairs. So we might even do the armory in the back portion of the base, because it really would benefit us to be able to get to our weapons pretty quickly when we needed those. And in the event we had something that was broken. But yeah, this is what we're going for on the front porch. We're going to be adding some of that as well to the fishing dock, so that that looks okay. Also, get rid of these birds out of here. They really shouldn't be in here. And we are thirsty, I would imagine. I do have some drink on us. Some water here. So there's that. But that is sort of the goal of what we have for this base. We're going to section this off a bit so that we can have our bedroom up front. This will be closed in with some railings as well. Let's do the regular wooden railings here. Here and here. And then we have the other railing that we need to get done as well. I also want to include these wooden pillars here also, just so that we can have them and make the base look a bit more structurally sound. I really do like the way a base looks when it's like that, even though it's not necessary in this game at all. And then we're going to place the other railing. Where are you? Railing here. This wooden railing just there. We will also add some of those fire pot lights in here as well, just to warm things up a bit, to make it look a little bit nicer. But anyway, guys, I do think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I have a lot of moving to do with these log stands, and I want to make sure to get that done. And then we're going to start crafting these chairs down here. I do animal hide, planks, nails. I'm going to have to craft some nails, but that's okay. We do have enough planks. We have enough animal hide for sure. And then I want to complete these guys up also, which means I'm going to have to turn on the stone grinder over here. Let's go ahead and get that running, because we're going to need it. So let's get that done, and then we have the forge here in the event we need more of these iron ingots. I am going to craft some nails. That looks horrible, I know. I really want to get more nails crafted. So let's just craft the maximum. Let's get that done. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and throw these in here. Okay, we can get this done before we end this episode. I just really want to make sure that we're being as productive as possible. I need 8 pieces of leather. We have bones and hide. Let's just grab, split in half. Put you over here. Probably going to be heavy. No. And then we'll just add 2 back to this stack. Okay, let's get out here and let's complete this. And you as well. And this is what we have, guys, as far as warming it up a bit, making it look a little bit more inviting. Really think it looks better. And let me know what you think. If you are the person, and I forget the name, that said it looked more like a prison, please let me know if this is helping at all. Because I really don't want it to look like a prison. But anyway, guys, I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes. And I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.